Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in Smackdown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, Brendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, a little notify bell next to it, to make sure you're always getting your Going In Raw daily notifications. Are you okay over there?
I have to fix this chair.
What's going on?
Squeaky.
I know, man. We got to get some
super wiggly
WD-40 and some just tighten up them.
I brought other chairs. Actually, the chairs that go with this table are back there. I brought them over.
Go grab it then.
I'm not going to do it in the middle of a show.
I'm staying with mine. I like it's all nice and comfy.
Yeah, those don't have any cushions.
I've burnt a lot of farts into this one.
That was my old chair.
So
I've already burned plenty of farts into it.
Yeah. Anyways, we were cracking out. We were sitting here looking at the Patreon chat. Patreon.com/Steve and Larson. It's a great way to support Going In Raw, but also you get to participate every week for our recap shows. We do the podcast as a live stream for the patron friendos out there, $5 and up. Today it's like for the $1 and up because
we had a pay-per-view on Sunday.
Pay-per-view, yeah. Anyways, we were talking about Big Cass and Enzo and all that stuff. Somehow, just long story short, somehow my Big Cass impression turned into a Kennedy.
Yeah.
Ich bin ein certified G, according to Alex C.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's one of those you had to be there things.
I think so.
So yeah, all good stuff. You want to talk about SmackDown?
Yeah.
RUSEV Day. It was a fun show. It was a really fun show.
I was worried it was going to be like last week, another fun but relatively lightweight show until we got to the gauntlet match.
Oh, I thought we were going to get some good meat. The Nakamura stuff is pretty much done with.
Oh, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, and we got a lot of good meat here. We got a new number one contender that the fans seem to be happy about, but I'm kind of, what is it on the stock market? On the stock market when you're like, hold on, tranquilo.
Bearish?
Bearish. I think I'm bearish on it because I think it's not going to be like a Jinder Mahal situation where they let him run with the belt for 6 months.
No.
This is strictly for AJ to beat somebody.
This is a stopgap feud between now and SummerSlam is what it is.
That's exactly what it is. And did I spit on you?
I think so. I think you spit on me.
Really?
I think so. Something wet hit me when you were talking, so I'm assuming it was you.
Could be. Sorry. A lot of DNA in this mouth here. That sounded gross. Anyways, what are we talking about?
RUSEV
Day.
Well, we could get to that at the end of the match because they're already giving us a pretty major hint about what's going on.
I think in 2 months we're all going to be very sad for RUSEV for a number of reasons.
Yes.
I think this is like they're teasing us with something that could potentially be really cool. RUSEV adding his name to the legacy of the WWE title.
And they're going to do the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, it kicked off with Paige in a backstage promo.
She was, recapping briefly what happened at Money in the Bank and said, tonight, gauntlet match, rules of gauntlet match, participants in gauntlet match. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Cut to the arena. Carmella comes out. Drops a promo. She did what Alexa Bliss kind of did, where she sets it up as if she's going to drop some sort of face promo. Swerved everybody, even though we all kind of saw it coming, saying, learn, hey, Mella's money. I'm not scared of Asuka. I beat her. I beat Charlotte. I'm best. And then Asuka's music hits. Her video package, or her Titantron hits. Out walks Asuka.
Yeah.
It's clear instantly that's not Asuka.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because it's like weird James Ellsworth's legs.
Yeah.
And then he's got the same like sort of weird faux Asuka getup. Like he's
I think that's her actual stuff. I mean, the mask is on
like the black felt thing that he's wearing.
It looks like he was wearing her kick pads and
the other stuff looks like they just
arm sleeves.
They got the Riot Squad to steal it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
they're on Raw now.
Well, they all sort of are friends still. So yeah, James Ellsworth comes out. Carmella had delivered a great promo, and he does his thing. I guess his new thing is now the wink with the close up. Something tells me that makes Vince McMahon laugh.
Probably.
Maybe he did it. Maybe he did it just as improv when he first debuted.
And now Vince wants him to do it all the time.
And
every time he unmasks.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, he starts saying that Carmella is better than basically everybody, including Mother Teresa and Ronda Rousey. And then he says, and last but least, she's better than Asuka. And so that brings out
here comes
Asuka's actual theme music, and actual Asuka comes out with a head full of steam. She comes down to the ring, gives Ellsworth a big old kick to the gut.
Yeah.
Carmella then super kicks Asuka, and then her and Ellsworth both beat feet.
Yeah.
It was I really love seeing Carmella and Ellsworth back together. I think it's super great. So good for them for kayfabe making up.
Yes.
And good for WWE for Shoot bringing him back.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, next up, we got to talk about this a little bit. Billie Kay and the Iconics come out, and they deliver a promo that just goes over like a wet fart.
Well,
the crowd was not into it.
Let's go back a little bit because they come back from commercial break. They're doing some sponsorship stuff, and Iconics music hits, and so it's a long shot of the arena when their music hits. No reaction.
Yes.
Nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
No one stands up. No one does anything.
Yeah.
And usually they'll start doing their promo on the ramp. They didn't this time. I was like, okay, they're just going to have them come out and wrestle. Take a break from these promos. See what we can do to kind of correct course, because right now it's not working. But when they get to the ring, call for the mics, they drop the promo, and no reaction.
Yeah, no reaction.
They need to not do promos as scripted, as they're being scripted for them currently in the ring. They need to go back, do some backstage segments.
You know what? I'll even say this.
Because their promo work in NXT was good, but I thought it was the iPhone videos they did in NXT that really got them over with me.
I'm going to suggest something else. We had a friendo last night ask us what the deal was, and my point was this, and I'm trying to look for the fellow's name, and I apologize, I can't right now. Let's see here. I just like to give credit where credit's due, but I don't have it. Anyways, a friendo asked, what's the deal with that?
They're on the verge of getting X-Pac heat.
Basically, and they are. Here's the thing. There's a wonderful comedic heel who gets amazing reactions and is already on the cusp of being so good as a heel that the people really want to love him. And his name is Elias. Elias comes out, and if it's either him or one of the writing staff that's working with him to write his material, what is Elias's material? It's
music.
Funny. It's actually funny. It's
yeah.
good material. Well,
yeah,
it's music.
It's musical too.
Yeah, but he's witty. He knows how to work the crowd, and I think the Iconics would know how to work the crowd with good material.
Yeah.
So I don't look as much. I think you're right. I think if they did the backstage stuff, that'd be great. Because I think the backstage stuff was them. I think they have somebody writing for them.
Yeah.
And it's this simple. Come up with material that's actually funny.
Yeah.
And you can be funny, you can be biting, you can turn it around on the crowd and you swerve them the way Elias does. That's exactly how, Elias is the perfect example of a guy who's a heel, who gets heel heat. The people want to love him, but he turns it around on them, and then they hate him, and they want him to lose.
Yeah.
But like deep down, they really want him to win. And that's kind of the perfect spot you want somebody to be in as a heel. Right now, they're getting lack of interest heat.
Yes.
And it boggles my mind that Vince McMahon is back there on Gorilla watching this go down, and nothing changes. Like, there's no, maybe he thinks...
Well, wait. It confuses you that Vince doesn't change anything?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's just odd to me that they can look at this and say, let's just keep on doing the same thing.
Or worse, look at this and think, this is really working.
Here's my thing. The obvious answer for, Vince McMahon, or the obvious example of Vince McMahon sticking to his guns when something isn't working, is Roman Reigns. But the thing about Roman Reigns is, as a talent, and everybody agrees with this, he is a guy who, for many, many reasons, could be the face of the company. So that's why Vince McMahon is going to keep on trying to make him the face of the company. He just has a very, very strict sort of way of doing that. And it is weird. It's weird that he doesn't go on a limb.
The issue with Reigns is that they don't have a character for him that would eventually lead him to be face of the company. His character is face of the company.
Yeah, and it is as boggling that the creative has been so terrible for Roman Reigns as well. But with the Iconics, it's like, dude, you've got so much charisma with both of these women, and yet you can figure it out over on Raw with Elias, but you can't figure it out over here. Like, why wouldn't he see that? That's always weird to me when they do the same thing week after week with something that obviously isn't working, and this is sort of just a really, really super striking example of that. So I don't know. I mean, they're not like Kevin Owens, who can take anything and turn it into gold.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he probably has a wealth
say. He's probably one of the few guys, if he's given a script doesn't like it, and say, no, I don't. I'm going to do this instead.
Or he'll say, hey, look, I think it'd be better. I mean, he's been around forever, and so he knows what works for him and what doesn't work for him. And the Iconics, granted, I know they've been wrestling for a while, but they're like brand new to the main roster. Like I would really doubt that they would feel they'd be in a position to be like, you know what, this isn't working, let's change something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bizarre to me that anybody would be cool with Vince McMahon would be cool with them going out there, getting crickets, and then getting like a smattering of boos, which are obviously just like, get out of here, we don't want to see you.
Yeah.
So that boggles my mind. But yeah, I mean, he's done it plenty of times. It's just, you've got this great SmackDown show, and then they come out, and it's like just it screeches to a halt.
I know, and having seen what they are capable of doing in NXT, it's a bummer because they're capable of doing so much more.
Yeah.
The match itself between Billie Kay and Becky Lynch was pretty solid, though. They gave it a ton of time.
Yeah, they're good wrestlers.
Yeah.
And Becky's obviously a fantastic wrestler.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like the booking here with Becky Lynch, especially because they could have easily gone down the route that they debuted the Iconics with, which is just the numbers game.
Yeah.
Becky was able to basically overcome that, and she, dealt them both.
Yeah, she did that.
Plenty of punishment.
Yeah, that crossbody or whatever it was to the outside that was intended for Billie Kay. Peyton Royce pushed Billie out of the way, took the move herself, but Billie Kay couldn't capitalize. She taps out to a disarmer.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they were really pushing the fact that it was 2 years in a row that Becky Lynch was on the verge of winning Money in the Bank, only to lose.
Yeah.
So maybe some long-term booking.
That's got to be horrible going out there to the crickets, though.
Oh, I know. It's
Just
gonna be the worst.
delivering that material, these crappy lines that you were given, this unfunny material you were given, and it's just like people are like, boo. Like, that's the worst when it's not like a ton of people saying boo. It's like a couple people that are mustering up the energy.
But then everybody else is just quiet.
Sitting there staring at you.
Or on their phones or something like that.
I mean, that's one thing I give Roman Reigns credit for, man. I mean, he comes out to like a ton of boos, but, still, when that's not what you're supposed to be getting, man, this is why.
Yeah, they can try to justify it after the fact, but I'm getting a reaction, so that's all that really matters.
If you were getting the reaction that they wanted you to get, you'd have the Universal title.
Yeah. You probably would have had it a long time ago.
Next up, Jeff Hardy did a promo where
was cool.
he
It was
didn't
very
know
stylized.
where the camera was.
No, that was
looking
the intent because it was very stylized. He was kind
away
of
from it.
backlit, so
Yeah, it
you
was
kind of
cool.
got a silhouette of him, and he's talking like a reverse 3/4. So he's facing the camera's behind him. He's facing like right there that way.
Yeah.
And talking about Nakamura, how he dealt him a low blow, and then a Kinshasa, and how that knee to the face really stirred up something inside of him. He's talking about his gosh, he was using all sorts of scientific terms for his skin, and
He was being very poetically scientific.
Yeah.
Or scientifically poetic.
something like that.
Yeah.
And he turns around and he's got the face paint back. He's got the Brother Nero-esque contacts in. And pretty much
Well, because
says-
he says, my eyes are closed. And then they're open, and because he had like the thing where the eyes are on the eyeballs, like the
Eyelids,
yeah, eyeballs. And then he opens up, and he's got some cool looking contacts.
Yeah.
It was neat. I don't think so. Like, I'm not like super familiar with his various, the various iterations of Jeff Hardy.
Itchweed though, right?
I know Itchweed, but I don't know like what his role was in the general. Like, I know this wasn't Itchweed.
No.
I know that much. I know Brother Nero, and I don't think this is Brother Nero because Brother Nero also had like
it seems to be kind of an amalgam of various kind of iterations of Jeff Hardy.
But it's sort of it's Jeff Hardy with face paint and cool looking stuff.
Yeah,
which he did for a long spell.
This isn't Woken Jeff or Brother Nero, I don't
Right.
think. But
Yeah.
they're kind of. I feel like they're kind of picking the best parts of the various versions of
Or
Jeff
it's
Hardy.
just like, hey, he thinks this looks cool now, so it's new Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
He's going to talk in, very specific
Well, he was kind of doing that a
biological
couple of
ways.
weeks ago,
Physiological
talking about the
manners.
fire in his synapses and stuff like that.
Yeah. I
So he
like
was
that.
doing that. Yeah, I
I
do
like
too.
that. It's really
Did he
because
say
subcutaneous.
Yeah, I think
maybe
it's below the skin.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. It's something. It's like I always love when he does stuff because he's he's such like an understated guy when it comes to like how he talks. And so when he does talk like that, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's a way to give some mystique
Yeah.
to someone who is, as you said, so casual and kind of laid back
Right,
with
yeah.
his vocal delivery.
Yeah.
Because you could buy in that just a very casual approach to dropping promos with all these fancy, scientific type terms.
I met him at McDonald's once,
I know.
like 20 years ago.
I know. Do you remember what he ordered?
No, it was a fairly long line because it was like a truck stop
Oh,
McDonald's.
okay.
It was a pretty long line. And then Big Jeff thought he was Christian because they were still fairly new.
Yeah.
And like I didn't know I'd be a wrestling podcaster one day. I don't think podcasts were a thing back in 1998. And then I like went up to him. I said, "You're Jeff Hardy," and made Jeff look like an idiot.
Alex C says medical thesaurus Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Pre-med Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
So, anyways, then we got a promo for Sanity.
It was pretty brief. It was they were commentary more or less did an introduction saying, hey, they're going to bring the chaos here, Sanity. It was another stylized thing where again they were backlit and there was a wall. There was some like red orange light coming in, and they were all silhouetted.
And
so
you
you
can
just see their shadows on the wall.
And you get to hear Alexander Wolf laughing.
And then you hear Eric Young says
Something about trouble?
yeah, something like that. Here comes trouble or something like that.
Yeah.
After that, a Daniel Bryan interview.
Oh, this was great. Dude, here's the thing about Daniel Bryan. He's given the cheesiest dialogue to say.
Oh, I think he revels in the
but
cheese
he
too.
loves it.
Yeah.
He absolutely loves it. He says, Renee Young, let me interview, because she interviews him for a sec. And then he says, may I interview you? Can I ask you a question?
ask you a
She says,
question?
yes, and she's all into it. He gets the thing, and he says, do you think I'm ready to face the best and most most talented superstars in WWE?
Before that, he threw some shade at The Miz, though. He said, I got to take on 3 of the finest superstars in WWE. And Renee Young says, don't you mean, what about The Miz?
Hey.
He says, I said 3 of the finest.
Speaking of Miz, this was kind of interesting. When Paige did her promo at the beginning, she announced they had like a graphic for each of the superstars that was going to participate in the gauntlet match.
Yeah.
And the first one was Big E.
Yeah.
He got a good reception. The second one was, I think, Rusev. He got a decent reaction. The third one was Miz, and the crowd erupted. It was like noticeably louder than the other two. And they said Samoa Joe, and it came back down to normal. And then Daniel Bryan, it was massive.
Yeah.
But the Miz got like a huge reaction. And I was like,
That's
oh
interesting.
man, that's cool. But anyways, yeah. So he asked Renee Young. He says, "Do you think I'm ready to face all these great superstars?" And she said, "I believe you are prepared." And he said,
Let's try this again.
"Let's try this again. Do you think I'm ready?" And she said, "Yes." And he said,
starts
"I
doing
love that word."
He starts doing yes chants, yeah.
It was so, but he had the biggest grin on his face.
I know.
He just loves doing this stuff. And on top of that, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about us almost seeing him die last night. By the way,
yeah.
I was stunned. Nobody else was talking about.
Oh,
that.
I saw someone. Peter Rosenberg tweeted about it.
Oh, what did he say?
He just said that could have been really bad.
It looked horrible. It looked like an inch away from us being sitting there watching the medics come out.
Because if his head had gone that way, it would have been real bad.
Yeah, let's.
We'll get to that when we talk about
in a
that
second.
Next, we have Sanity's debut against the Usos, or so we thought. Usos come out, drop a promo.
Oh, I like this one too because they're kind of cracking each other up. I kind of feel like neither of them know what the other one's going to say. They just sort of say it.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like anyways.
I know.
Or they're improvising and it made the other one laugh. I forget what they said, but it made me laugh.
Well, they were talking about how, these do the face paint stuff.
Oh, yeah. I said, we're coming out here trying to look like the Ultimate Warrior. And then the other one said, he said, we're coming out here looking like we're, characters from Sesame Street. And I think that was improv.
Yeah.
Because the other one just started cracking up.
Oh, Jimmy did. Yeah.
Jimmy started cracking up at that. But anyways, Sanity then debuts. I won't nitpick, but I feel like Kevin Dunn went a little overboard with. I think this is the difference. So when they came out in NXT, their entrance, all the lights were out except for a couple of spotlights, and there was a ton of smoke.
Yeah.
I don't remember last night was there any smoke, but I don't think there was.
I don't remember either.
There was too many lights on in the arena, and it kind of takes the atmosphere away from it.
Oh, a bit, yeah. It's a large, yeah.
And he was saying, hey, it's kind of cool when they do the shaky cam thing. Let's do that, but way more.
Well, that's what he does, man.
Yeah, I know. He loves that stuff, any opportunity. So I thought the entrance was not as good as NXT. But hey, it's Sanity, and they didn't have Nikki here. That bugged me. A couple people in chat mentioned this, and I thought the exact same thing. I felt like if Naomi was around that maybe they're waiting to insert Naomi into this feud.
So then they can bring Nikki.
So they could bring Nikki in.
That'd be great.
Oh, I would love that.
She did tweet.
She did.
Oh, Jordan Carter here in chat says it was in Ohio. Miz is from Ohio.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, he's in Toledo. He's from Cleveland, but
yeah, Ohio is Ohio.
It's northern Ohio.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. So yeah, the match never actually got started as Alexander Wolf was like bouncing off one rope, I believe, to do his mosh. The Usos struck.
Yeah.
He was intercepted by one of the Usos. The other one went at them. The match never actually started.
No,
Sanity just
Sanity annihilates the Usos.
I like how Usos get to go from monster to monster.
I know.
They had to do the Bludgeon Brothers, and now they got to do...
It looks like Eric Young bulked up a little bit.
Oh, you think so? Maybe.
Yeah, like his traps were huge.
Oh, wow. I didn't notice. That's good, man. Good.
I mean, he had,
You're on main roster now,
It was like Lesnar-level traps. They were huge.
Ooh. Big moves. Big, harsh gains. Big gains.
All right.
Gains a clock for Eric Young. I saw there's this like...
What are you rambling about?
There's this gains, man.
I know what gains are, yes.
Gains a clock. What time is it?
I've never heard gains a clock, though.
It's just something I saw on Twitter.
Oh, all right.
There's this like super jack dude who just yells at the camera, but he's hilarious.
Oh.
And because he was talking about the World Cup. And anyways, again, had to be there.
Gains at the gym, yes?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And he said, what time is it? It's gains a clock.
I'm trying to... Oh, man. Need to watch that before I go to the gym. Fire me up.
I'll send it to you. It's funny.
All right.
The dude's pretty funny. Anyways, forget his name.
Next, we had a promo with the club where Luke Gallows said, abs. Show off your abs.
Show off your abs, yeah.
He did. And then Carl Anderson.
He said, now you do it, good brother. And he was like,
so,
yeah, we're good with you. We're good with you.
And he works those resistance bands, getting some pump on his biceps before their match. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Because they had a second chance opportunity against the Bludgeon Brothers.
Against Bludgeon Brothers, yes.
After that, we had a Shinsuke Nakamura interview with Renee Young. I like that she's the one who's tasked with having to deal with this fool every week.
I know.
But it's great. She said, what do you think about the words Jeff Hardy had for you? He said, who? She said, Jeff Hardy! And he said, you don't have to yell.
I like when she asked him about, what's your response to losing to AJ Styles? I didn't lose.
That's right. The ref counted too fast and not in Japanese.
Yeah.
It was unfair. He rolls his eyes. God damn it. He's hilarious. Anyways, he's picking up that U.S. title, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get that U.S. title. Maybe that'll lead back around to AJ and the world title. But they're like, his contract's coming up. And we just had him lose like 8 matches in a row for the world title.
What is he for in world title matches? He lost to Jinder twice.
Oh, God, that's right.
And then now he's 0-4, I think, in title matches.
Hey, man, he'll maybe
0-4-2.
Maybe Vince saw what Shinsuke did with the IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, said, so he can do the same with the U.S.
He's going to elevate the United States title.
That could be.
Vince is a huge chaos fan.
That
could be. Hey, because he's going to. Like, if he has the U.S. title, he's gonna make it look really good.
Oh, I know.
Anyways, before we move on, Larson, today's episode of Going In Raw is sponsored by forhims.com.
Yeah, Steve, I don't know if you've noticed.
What?
This hair up here getting a little thin.
Holy moly, mine too, Larson. Anyways, we're not alone. 66% of men start losing their hair by the age of 35. And the problem is, once you notice hair loss, hey, it's too late.
It is, but thankfully there is a solution.
Is there?
Forhims.com, they've got everything men need for hair loss, skin care, and sexual wellness.
Hey-oh, thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Hims connects you with the real doctors and medical-grade solutions to deal with your hair loss.
Yeah, Forhims.com offers well-known generic equivalents of brand-name prescriptions that will help you and us. Keep your hair. Just answer a few questions and a doctor will review your order and ship products directly to your door.
And right now, while supplies last, listeners of Going In Raw can get a 1-month trial of Hims for just $5. Check out the website for complete details. This would cost you hundreds of dollars if you went to the doctor or pharmacy.
Yeah, go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR. Forhims.com/GIR.
Right on. After that, we had the Club versus the Bludgeon Brothers in their second chance opportunity at those tag team championships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed most of their match.
This was a good match.
Yeah,
I don't know if this was better than the last
I don't
one.
know either.
Yeah.
I was about to say we missed most of their match at Money in the Bank, so we have no way of judging which one was better.
This was really fun because the Bludgeon Brothers took out Carl Anderson into the match, or
Early on.
on.
Luke Gallows was taking the punishment for the vast majority until the hot tag to Abs Anderson.
Abs Anderson got back in, and he was whooping some ass. He was doing really, really good. But unfortunately, the Bludgeon Brothers got the win with their finisher. But it was good. I like when they can take these matches that are kind of a foregone conclusion
And make them seem interesting.
and do something fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the crowd into it.
Yeah. Do Bludgeon Brothers have a name for their finisher yet?
That I do not know.
Is it like the Bludgeon Bomb or something?
I'm not sure.
If not, it should be. I just made that up.
The Bludgeon Bomb?
Yeah, why not?
There you go. Well, maybe somebody will pick that up. That'd be good.
Or incorporate Hammer into the name.
Daniel Bryan, the first participant in the gauntlet match, interrupted them leaving.
Yeah, I don't really think that's Daniel Bryan's fault. Whoever's queuing up his music backstage, they're to blame.
They threw him to the wolves, basically.
Yeah, I mean, once your music hits, you have no choice but to exit the curtain at gorilla position, walk down that ramp, go towards the ring.
Yeah, man.
Because what are you going to do? Have your music hit and just stand backstage awkwardly till Bludgeon Brothers come by?
So, like,
no.
His music started. He got in between the Bludgeon Brothers. They were staring him down. He was freaked out, and his music had stopped. And then it started back up again.
Oh, that's weird.
And he started doing the thing.
And then we cut to commercial.
Yeah. They would come into play later.
Yes.
But before that, Big E was the second participant. Well, co-first participant. Daniel Bryan versus Big E was the first match of the gauntlet match. This was a lot of fun.
It really was.
I get the feeling that if it wasn't for so much talent, they might push Big E in more of a singles role. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. They might still do that.
I was kind of wondering today that they have with Money in the Bank and now this started kind of a singles push for New Day.
Yeah.
And maybe part of the story, granted they haven't really done this explicitly yet, is they're such a good tag team, so cohesive as a tag team. They have to learn how to wrestle as singles competitors again.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Maybe that's part of, at least implied, their story.
Yeah,
that they'll get these opportunities, major opportunities in singles matches, and fall short against elite talent because they just haven't been doing it.
Yeah, that could
and
be.
then maybe they'll start putting some wins together individually, and go from there.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to know if they have. It's because it's a weird thing to tackle, a 3-man singles push. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever actually seen something like that before, where that it has like
without breaking them up.
The New Day dynamic, where they could potentially freebird rule the singles title,
I know.
which is fascinating. So I wonder if there is a plan in place. You would think that once they start down this path, it wouldn't be like, hey, let's just ride it week to week. It'd be like, okay, well, this is what we're gonna do.
Maybe they'll do this, and this is again speculation. Say Nakamura takes that U.S. title off Jeff Hardy. Mm-hmm. Give Nakamura 4 months with the belt, and then maybe at Survivor Series, Big E or Xavier Woods or Kofi challenge him.
Yeah,
pick up a win.
That could be fun.
So you're not going straight from, best tag team in the company to top champion on SmackDown. There's this step where they can kind of try it out, see how well it works.
Yeah.
And then if it really works and people are getting behind it, then they can move up to world title contention.
Yeah. Or they could do this for Survivor Series. Mid-card title versus mid-card title. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. We've never seen those guys fight before.
Man, dream match.
Dream match.
Dream match. Never seen before. First time ever.
God.
Dolph's going to be Intercontinental Champion of Survivor Series. Get out of here.
What are we, in June? That's only 5 months. They always run with people with the titles that I don't want to see the title on. Give me Drew.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways, this was great. Daniel Bryan trying to counter the strength of Big E.
It was a lot of fun, man.
And putting him in all sorts of submission moves. We saw the kind of surfboard dragon sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
And then Big E was game for some submission wrestling too, putting Daniel Bryan in the stretch muffler. Mm-hmm. There's this great sequence where Big E puts Daniel Bryan in the stretch muffler, and then Daniel Bryan reverses into yes lock. Big E counters, And then Daniel Bryan counters his counter into a triangle, and then Big E tries to powerbomb him out of the triangle, but Daniel Bryan floats over into a submission.
Yeah, that was neat.
And then Big E gets to the ropes. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was really
That'll
good.
happen in a matter of, 15 seconds or something like that. Super quick, super fluid.
That was fun stuff. And everybody on Twitter was blowing up Big E, saying, hey, well done.
Yeah,
good
he
job.
did that spear through the ropes.
That was a great starting sort of duo to get things going with the gauntlet match. Daniel Bryan got the pin, though, on Big E after knee plus, and his next opponent, sadly, was Samoa Joe. As much as I would love to see this feud, I'm kind of good with this just one match right here.
Oh, this match was great.
I'm good with this. It was brutal.
I love that we come back from commercial, because we went to commercial as Joe was walking out, come back, and already Daniel Bryan's chest is hamburger.
Dude.
Just the chops they were dealing with each other was great.
And I think Daniel Bryan really enjoys
all
of it.
Yeah.
But man, this looked like it. This match made me hurt.
Yeah, they were working Ring of Honor stiff.
Yes.
Those kicks look stiff.
Dial it back, man.
I was enjoying the heck out of it, man.
Oh God.
That was a ton of fun.
I was kind of enjoying it, although it freaking hurt. And then I stopped enjoying it when Joe power slammed Daniel Bryan, one of those running.
Yeah, like Randy Orton does.
Like
too.
Randy Orton
yeah.
was. But Joe was way too far down, or however that worked. Because Daniel Bryan, and it's funny, when it happened, I was like, oh my God, that was really, really close to the ground.
And then they showed the reverse angle, and his head actually did hit the ground.
His head, it went like that.
And he's lucky.
If it was an inch, maybe 2 inches.
If his head was forced with velocity back that way.
Dude.
That
would have been really, really bad.
Really bad.
Like, horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they showed that slow-mo, I was like, oh God, that's bad.
Yeah, or could have been bad.
I was fully expecting. I was waiting on my Twitter. I was like, dude, we're gonna flip and see something about his neck, because one of his injuries was a neck injury back in the day. Granted, it was 3 years ago, but still. Oh, that scared the crap out of me.
Thankfully, his head didn't really shoot back at all when it hit. It looked like it just kind of skimmed.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But it did. There was a little bit of resistance there.
A little bit.
Whew, man. But anyways, because it's funny when. After this, so Joe tries to do the 2K thing that we do, where we bring somebody to the outside, put him in a submission, and then run back in to beat the count, and the other guy's just laying there like an idiot.
I love that. Joe had the clutch. It was like,
yeah, he was counting along with it.
Looking
was
at
great.
the ref. Yeah,
he was like 4, 5, and then around 7 or so, Daniel Bryan ran up the barricade and basically reversed it. Ran into the ring right at 10. Joe tried to get in, but he couldn't make the count, and he was stunned and shocked and all that kind of stuff. And no, you're counted out. You're done.
Yeah.
Bludgeon Brothers come in from behind, powerbomb Daniel Bryan, and I'm so happy that after this brutal 10 minutes or so with Samoa Joe, Eric Rowan cradled Daniel Bryan's head like a baby, all the way down till it was maybe a foot off the ground, and then let it go.
I know.
During the powerbomb. So it was as gentle as you can with a powerbomb.
Because Joe powerbombed Daniel Bryan during their match.
Yeah. It was just here. And eat it all. So I don't know. I mean, I know Daniel Bryan's Mojo are probably super, super close.
Yeah, and I'm sure
this was Daniel Bryan was probably yeah, man, I'm looking. This is going to be great.
Oh, he probably enjoyed every second of the physicality of that. Yeah,
every second of it. He's just getting as much as he can out of it. But man, Daniel Bryan, we like to see you wrestle, man. We want to see you do that for a long time. Anyways, that's just the dad in me coming out, I guess.
So next, Miz runs down the ring, hits the skull-crushing finale on Daniel Bryan, eliminates him.
And he stands over him and gives him the big F-U. Yeah, that was fantastic. Because Daniel Bryan was just dead, just a dead body at that point. Skull-crushing finale, gets the pin, wins, stands over him, jaws at him. Rusev comes out, and Rusev and Miz have the final match. In the gauntlet match, Miz ends up tapping out to the Accolade.
It was a good match, too.
It was a really fun match. And I think the crowd didn't expect the guy that they wanted to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Miz ended up tapping out. Out comes AJ Styles.
So he comes out, he lays the belt between them on the mat, extends his hand.
Rusev didn't milk it that much. The ref was probably like, we have 1 minute.
I know.
Or 30 seconds, 30
I know,
seconds.
wrap it up. Rusev obliged, shook his hand, and then Aiden English comes in.
He wants
stuck his hand in there. AJ goes, okay, goes to shake it.
Yeah.
And Aiden English did the Ric Flair thing.
He does the I'm too cool thing, yeah.
And then AJ punched him.
Yeah. And Rusev didn't retaliate. He started berating. He was like, look, man, this is a big moment right here. Why are you getting in this? So
Aiden English is going to cost Rusev the WWE title at Extreme Rules.
yeah, that's going to happen. And Rusev Day will be over with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bummer. Look, man, in my heart of heart, I would love to be so wrong about that. I would love if this feud ended up even with a 1 month title reign for Rusev. Just try it. Try it.
I would be happy if they found a way to book Rusev Day to continue. Rusev has a hell of a showing against AJ Styles and still loses.
Mm-hmm.
I would be fine with that. The only scenario by which you could break up Rusev Day, and I would be in any way like moderately content about it, is if, because what we've been hearing is that they view Rusev as like mid-card heel essentially, and so if they're going to break up Rusev Day with the intention of just keeping Rusev as a mid-card heel, to that.
Yeah.
If you break them up and you use that as a catapult to launch Rusev to a different level of push as a face with Lana, that could work.
Yeah, I know.
That could really work.
People would love that stuff.
Yes.
I know.
But if you're just breaking them up and have him, Rusev, ultimately be the one who turns on Aiden English and set him back to mid-card heel status, that's going to be a huge bummer.
It'd be the status quo.
Yep.
And there's like no growth there, no movement, and you'd kill the fans.
Yep.
That'd be an absolute bummer. Because here's the thing, like with Lana sort of dropping her accent and moving on to sort of a new role as like performer, as a wrestler, and she's coming along.
Oh yeah.
You need to move forward, not backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, there are enough. I'm trying to think like who, like you got Samoa Joe, you got Shinsuke, you got Miz. I mean, that's 3 huge heels right there. You know, are you gonna add Rusev to that mix? No, man, do something different with him. Make him,
exactly.
Give him a stronger push as a face. Like, he can run with it.
Oh yeah.
And it's just going to be the same thing. Like, they're going to put him back to where he was, and he's going to be upset, and he's going to want his release.
Yep.
I don't know when his contract runs out, but we've been hearing he's wanted his release for, like, it's off and on.
Yeah.
And then they'll give him a little push, a little placation, and then
they'll dial it back.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, man. I mean, it's cool. I love it. I think it's great. I would love to see. What do you think AJ's doing at SummerSlam, then? If you think this is a placeholder.
I definitely felt that's the case.
Do they have, like, 1 month placeholders these days?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. It's got to be Joe.
I thought. Oh, that'd be good. I thought Jinder was going to be a placeholder. I didn't even think he was going to win the title when he won that 6-pack challenge, and then he freaking had it for 6 months. I don't think that's going to be the case with Rusev.
No, I feel like
largely because everybody wants it to happen.
Yeah, I feel like this is just going to be a 1 month feud, and then they'll have another similar type match where Joe will win, and it'll be Joe versus AJ. I
do wonder if AJ's going to carry, because you got your prediction on this absolutely correct. I think AJ's going to carry that title for like probably
at least through Survivor Series.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be. I think partially for a couple reasons. Through the launch of the game, I think it's probably going to be the case. But I don't know.
Oh no!
What?
Chris K here in chat says in a Fallout video, Rusev apologized to Aiden English and said he was right and AJ Styles was wrong.
Rusev apologized to Aiden and said he was right and AJ Styles was wrong. Oh, that's good. What do you mean, oh no? That's a good thing.
All right.
What?
No, I mean, I guess if it's a unified front, that's fine. But I want to know Rusev's disposition in the video before saying that was good or not.
Well, Chris K seems to think that it was sincere.
All right.
No, I'm trying to get why you said oh no.
I don't know. It's like just go one path and just do it. They're hemming and hawing. I feel like it's like they setting up a storyline in the backstage. They do this follow video.
No,
Rusev's like, no, you're right. This is not good.
I don't want Rusev Day to break up.
No, I don't either.
I don't want them to break up.
But if that's the plan, then just go for it.
No, dude, no. We have to fight it. Fight against it. I like this apology video. It's good.
No, I don't
hem
like
and
it.
haw as much as you want, because the more you hem and haw, the more possibility there is that Rusev Day will stay together.
No, that's not true. The greatest way for Rusev Day to stay together is that if we actively lobby for their breakup.
Oh, we should start that campaign.
So I don't like this Fallout video. I don't like Rusev Day. Break them up.
Let's do that. Change.org petition.
Yeah.
We're going to start a change.org petition to break up Rusev Day. Let's see if that works. Let's see if they keep them together.
All right.
I want to do
It's like we get this petition signed. There's like 10,000 signatures, and someone takes this to Vince saying, "Look, Vince, everybody wants the Rusev Day to break up."
Yeah.
Oh, really? Not gonna happen.
Too bad.
Because what did we say that Orton was gonna win the Rumble or something like that?
Yeah, but I feel like that was never actually going to happen.
Because we kept saying it was gonna happen.
Man. We got to start that petition.
All right.
We got to start that petition. Break up Rusev Day. Rusev's best position is as mid-card heel.
Yeah.
We want to go back to that.
Yes.
Yeah. WeHateGrowth.org. Anyways. Yeah. So let's answer some questions.
Yes.
Let's answer some questions.
Name explained. If Corey Graves had to be on only one show, would you rather be Raw or SmackDown?
If Corey Graves...
If you could only have him on Raw or SmackDown, would it be? If Booker T was on Raw full time, Raw.
That would be the answer.
Otherwise, I got to go with SmackDown because him and Tom Phillips are great.
And I like Byron.
Yeah.
I think him and Byron have far more chemistry than him. I mean, come on. He called Byron Saxon NWO Corey Graves.
Yeah.
That alone put him on SmackDown. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's on SmackDown. I feel bad for Michael Cole because I think Michael Cole really likes Corey Graves. But Coachman is such a waste. He doesn't add anything.
He has nothing.
He has nothing to offer. Anyways, more questions. I don't have.
Okay. Unretired Dwayne Nix. Which would be more interesting for you guys to see at SummerSlam? AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan or AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe? For him personally, he'd like to see Samoa Joe have a run with the WWE Championship. I think Joe is probably the next feud for AJ.
That would seem to make sense.
I feel like that's going to be the case. He'll get through that, retaining the title.
When do you think they're going to do Miz?
Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, because, I mean, okay, well, let's ask this.
Oh, what was the point of having Bludgeon Brothers attack Daniel Bryan beyond him interrupting their exit?
Okay, so I think, did I mention this at the top of the show?
No, he did it during the pre-show.
Okay. And this is not an original thought. Somebody else came up with this before me. I forget who. Saw it on Twitter. Sorry for not giving credit, but I'm at least giving credit to somebody else. Daniel Bryan's contract is up in September.
September 1st.
They're not going to roll with him in a way that's going to...
They're not going to invest in him long term unless he signs a
build
new
him
deal.
up, and then he's gone. They're not going to do that. The SmackDown Tag Team titles are not that big of a deal. And it's a great way to symbolize, hey, we want to push you big time, but we need you to sign. And it keeps the fans happy because it's a pretty big deal. Daniel Bryan became overwhelmingly popular thanks to his time with Kane as Team Hell No. I'm not sure when the election is. I'm pretty sure, isn't it just probably November?
I would think so.
Okay, yeah, I would think so too. So there's plenty of time for good old Glenn Jacobs, put that mask back on, reform Team Hell No, win the titles from the Bludgeon Brothers, roll with them as tag champs for a spell.
All right.
I think that's going to be the situation.
Technically, Kane right now is on Raw. Not that it's a huge deal, but
Yeah, I doubt that matters much.
just put that out there.
Yeah.
Dylan Scribner, draft time again, using only SmackDown superstars. Each of you create a traditional 5 superstar, 3 men, 2 women, Survivor Series team to take on each other head to head. Which team goes over and why? Thanks, Frendo. So only using SmackDown stars.
Only using SmackDown
So you get
stars.
3 men, 2 women, 5 total.
3 men, 2 women,
5 total.
only on SmackDown.
All right, who wants first pick?
Well, the women, we're doing each, okay.
Draft, yeah.
I'll take first pick,
All right.
and I'm going to go with... I'll go with Samoa Joe.
Interesting.
This is Survivor Series type thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go Samoa Joe.
AJ Styles.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Daniel Bryan.
Asuka.
Charlotte.
Who am I missing out? I got 3 right now. Thinking about this. They're booking him so strong these days. I'll say Rusev.
Miz.
And I'll go with...
one more woman.
Yeah, one woman. Becky.
Who is my... You know what? I'm going to go Sonya Deville.
Okay. I totally win. I have completely destroyed your team.
Yeah. No, man. I have 2 of the best wrestlers in the entire world on my team. I got AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
Samoa Joe nearly killed Daniel Bryan last night. The only reason he lost is hubris in the countout. But, man, Samoa Joe's brutal. Shinsuke's brutal. I won with a bunch of heels, man. Brutal. I got my team. If I just I could take 2 people out of it. If I just had Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Asuka, that's enough to take out your whole team.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, absolutely.
You're underselling AJ Styles. Huge.
The only
Same with Daniel Bryan.
The only reason AJ Styles beat Shinsuke Nakamura is because he's a cover guy. Let's see here.
You don't know that.
I do.
You don't.
Let's see here. Tubbs McAllister's first Patreon question. At an NXT live event in Houston a while ago, I got to see Booker T do the Spinaroonie and Kyle O'Reilly do his air guitar in person. What is your favorite entrance or after-match celebration you have got to see live?
Oh, it's Undisputed Era.
We have seen them live?
Oh, we have or we want to see?
No, you have seen
Oh,
live.
sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I thought you said that you have to, that you want to see
What
live.
is your favorite entrance or after-match celebration you have go to see live?
Oh, I've got to see live.
I'm
Okay,
guessing got. Okay, yeah, got.
I mean, part of it was the circumstance, but we saw the Hardy Boys return to WrestleMania, and that was pretty massive.
That was pretty huge.
Again, that was largely just because it was their return.
One thing you've got to see live is Jeff Hardy standing in line at McDonald's in 1998.
Okay.
Let's see here. Who else we got?
We've got to see Okada dollars rain from the sky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot of that stuff you got to see live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bronson. Who's taking that women's strap from Carmella?
Asuka is.
And when?
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I had the same thought. Pretty sure you're right on that one.
Nemo, will Sanity be the first tag team to be called up and not botched?
I think they've called up tag teams that haven't been botched. Right?
They screwed up the Ascension. Who was after them? Oh, Authors of Pain.
I don't know where Authors of Pain are. I have no idea where they are. Maybe they do botch them all.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave American Alpha the tag titles, but boy, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about immediately devaluing your titles.
Yeah, they didn't go very far.
No, it didn't. Captain Mega Heel Troll. What are the chances of SmackDown actually letting Rusev be WWE champion?
0.
Seems like it's probably
0.
Not a lot.
Cody Miles, the Friendo Discord, is going into season 2 of our draft league. So if you had to create a draft team with these categories, what would be the ultimate draft team of Steven Larson?
We have to collaborate on this.
No, I want individuals.
Oh my
I
goodness.
want your team and my team.
Top Raw superstar.
Like if you had draft one Raw superstar, who would it be?
Braun.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it'd be Braun.
Smackdown.
Well, AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. 205 Live.
So he's not champ, but I'd say probably Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, same here.
But at the same time, Cedric, man, he put in that match with Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, it was really good.
Boy.
NXT.
Oh. As much as I want to say Adam Cole, it's Aleister Black.
Adam Cole. NXT United Kingdom. It's going to be Pete Dunne as long as he's champion.
Yeah.
And then just, I guess, any tag team.
Ooh. Undisputed Era.
Yeah. Nicholas Grosskirth, power rank tag team partners for Daniel Bryan against Bludgeon Brothers. Kane number 1.
Oh, it's got to be Kane, man.
It's gotta be Kane.
Can't be anybody but Kane.
Well,
look at the SmackDown roster.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Daniel Bryan, Cesaro would be great. Unfortunately, Cesaro's already in a tag team.
Yeah, where's T-Bar?
Yeah, they haven't been on TV in forever.
Hey, you know what? Maybe Sheamus needs some resting time. Give him some resting time.
It'll never happen. What if they had Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe?
Oh, God. That'd be, oh, man. I might like that better than Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine that?
Wow.
No, Kane would be great.
Kane would be great.
But Samoa Joe, like, still being just a jerk, and Daniel Bryan trying to lighten him up.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That'd be fantastic.
And Samoa Joe would be trying not to laugh the whole time.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Give me, yeah, that's my number one.
I think Ty Dillinger and Daniel Bryan have been tagging in the live event circuit, so you have to put him on the list.
No, you don't.
Towards the bottom.
You don't have to put him anywhere.
And give Ty something to do,
House shows are not what? Canon.
unless they're televised on WWE programming.
Well, it's not a house show.
Braun's grappling hook. What former or current wrestlers would you like to be permanent commentators? His picks are The Miz and Mark Henry.
It's Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Kevin Owens. Xavier Woods.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, but Kevin Owens, come on. A heel commentator? Those are always underrated. Whoa, that guy.
Yeah, I just read that too.
Did anyone catch Daniel Bryan saying what the F after that splash from Big E?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh, man. I got to check that out.
Tommy T. Hey, friendo. So in my opinion, Seth, AJ, and Daniel Bryan are the only pure baby faces that are over in the company. And when they lose or get cut off in the match, it gets the opponent heat. So my question is, with everyone often complaining that no heels get heat, do you think the issue is more of a lack of over pure baby faces? Save that till after the show because I don't watch that. I want to watch that too. A lack of over pure, yeah, probably.
Lack of what? I'm sorry, what? Lack of over pure baby faces?
Yeah, that's hard for anybody to get heel heat.
Yeah, I mean, so everybody, yeah, these days you either have, you either get the tweener reaction if you're popular and you're a heel, or you get X-Pac heat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess that's... Hold off on that.
Oh, I'm going to get to the point.
Richard Nason, who do you think is more careful, Daniel Bryan or whomever his opponent is? His opponent.
Oh, my God, are you kidding me? There's got to be a flipping mandate backstage.
Protect the head.
Protect the head. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Next. I'll get to it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's right there. That was the spot.
Boy, that was rough. It might be in the audio then. We'll do it during the post show. See,
Yes.
that's what you're missing. If you're not a patron, you get to listen to us react to Daniel Bryan saying F word.
Iconic Bud Ryan, why won't they bring back Talking Smack? Daniel and Renee have so much chemistry and are extremely entertaining together. It would probably be Paige and Renee if they were to bring it back.
Yeah, because it was the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I think that would be awesome.
I love Talking Smack. It made perfect sense. It was like the legit third hour Smackdown. It's a different way to build. Man, I missed that. What a great idea, and they just killed it.
I know.
I don't like people shooting. I don't like people saying, well, we got to write scripts for a whole nother hour of talking.
No, man, just let them be.
Yeah,
trust
let them talk.
Trust them.
Yep.
To do their characters correctly.
Chuck Sips, if you can only get one of these feuds, what would you choose? AJ versus Daniel Bryan, AJ versus Samoa Joe, Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan, or Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe?
Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan.
So we've never seen it.
Because we never
both
seen
won
it. And they both
It's
won
one of
it.
the reasons Nakamura came to WWE was to wrestle Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Close second, AJ Daniel Bryan. Want to see that.
Yeah, me too. That'd be good.
Is it trivia time?
I think it's trivia time.
All right. Are you ready?
Wow. Do. Yeah, I'll go first. Big events. As of 2016, who is the only man to be inducted into WWE's Hall of Fame 2 times?
Oh, that's Ric Flair.
Woo!
Yeah, which event was the first Hell in a Cell match?
Oh, no, I know this. Crap. In Your House, Bad Blood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bad Blood. 2 big events. What was special about The Undertaker's attire in his match against Sid at WrestleMania 13?
It glowed in the dark.
No, that'd be rad. It was the same as his first outfit in the company.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that. Which event did Fastlane replace in the WWE calendar in 2015?
Roadblock?
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's stupid. Big events. Who faced off in the main event of 1989's Chi-Town Rumble?
Oh, that was Flair and Steamboat.
Very good.
Who is the owner and promoter of the AWA?
Vern Gagne. Big events. Which future WWE champion was part of John Cena's WrestleMania 22 entrance?
Oh, CM Punk.
Very good.
What is WWE's claimed attendance for WrestleMania 3?
Christ. Okay, may I ask you, is it a complete, like, it's not like a rounded up or down?
No, it's the exact figure.
All right, 93,173.
Yeah.
Yes! Holy shit!
That's exactly right.
Why the hell would I have known that?
You read something and it stuck in your head.
Oh, man. Oh, I should win trivia for that one. Holy
No,
crap.
you have to get more right than me.
5 big events. What was unique about former wrestler Terrible Ted? What was unique about him?
He only had one ear.
He was a bear.
Oh, okay. Who did Jimmy Garvin replace his valet Sunshine with during his WCCW run?
Crap. 93,173. I don't know who.
Precious.
Precious! There you go. I got 3. Oh, do I have one more?
Yeah, there's more questions.
Oh, you have one more. Who is recognized as the first NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Larson?
Farmer Brown.
No, Orville Brown.
That's Farmer Brown.
Is Orville Brown same as Farmer Brown?
I thought so.
Are they?
I thought so.
Hold on a second.
I thought it was Orville Farmer Brown.
Let's see here, Farmer Brown. Oh, wait, maybe you're right. Yeah, okay. Who am I thinking of? Am I thinking of... Is there actually a guy named Farmer Brown?
I was always in the impression that Farmer Brown was Orville Brown. Maybe you've combined two wrestlers. Anyways, I won't take it. Who was the first Japanese holder of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship?
Great Muda?
Giant Baba.
Oh, okay. I got 3,
Yeah, I got 3 too.
but I had 93,173.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Oh, man.
I mean, Orville Brown, I guess, did live on a farm.
Alex C. said, I feel like Steve should get 5 points for that. Oh, man. Zach McClain, that was a trivia 3-pointer right there. Zach Silva said Steve has the powers of darkness. That's flipping hilarious. Anyways. So is there a Farmer Brown? If wrestler. Martin, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of
Farmer Burns.
Farmer Burns.
Oh.
I've just said Farmer Brown so many times, he thought it was a real thing. And so did I, for that matter.
Oh, my goodness.
That's funny.
Excellent job
What a weird episode of going in.
of trivia. Stay tuned for the post-show patrons. Chat trivia is today.
It's on the way. Hilton, hit the music. Thank you, Hilton. You already did that. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to share the show. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, YouTube. Leave a comment, Castbox, all that great stuff. Check it out. Till next time, talk to you guys later.
Bye.